Right, welcome back to episode 18, Factorio Monthly Community Map for September. That's the one. Took me a second to remember what the hell month it was. These, do you have a limit on you? You do, that's good. Those guys are all, that's bypassing. These guys have limits, they do. We'll put passive providers down, it's not like they're expensive. Yeah. No, I can't run through the bottom because I can't go past this chest. Go around like this. Alright. Oh, you can't go through there anyway. Ugh. Actually, you can get through this by just going through there. Okay, so we've got this guy. We're going to get some robot ports. We've got some on us already, I think. I need to cover a lot of things in logistics range, preferably. Put that there. And our robots can go place that. It's out of the way. And it covers a good deal of stuff. Up this way. Well, it's smart to put one there just because it fits, but what is there up here that we want to grab? It's one too far south for the red circuits. And that's some inserters over here. Actually, we can put it in here. It covers everything. Okay, that's where it's going. Not far enough. Yeah. Roboport right there. And these seem to be passive providers. You guys. Yeah, you just have to put onto that because we've got another one here that makes them for us. This. You need to be a passive provider. You don't need to be one. These two do. I've got all the belt stuff, so actually we could sort of decommission this belt area, really. Or leave it purely for science. Yeah, let's do that. Let's get rid of this area. So they're not stealing precious iron for everything else. Circuits as well. Get rid of this circuit line. Use them up eventually. Right. Ship C? No? No, okay. What over here do we need to be passive providers? This copper one can be a passive provider. These two guys. Let's pick up. Use them eventually. Brick. Brick would be a good one. Landfill should be steel chest. We've got a steel chest somewhere. I thought we did. Is it up here somewhere? It's up here, isn't it? There it is. No, it's gone. It's gone. No, it's a completely different line. No. This feeds in at some point. I'm sure, yeah, it comes from a chest. Okay. Circuits. Iron. Gears. Inserters. Long inserters. All important. That's concerning. We can't just switch to solid fuel. That's going to be a nightmare. Belting it from everywhere. These guys should be putting into a chest, so we'll do that there. Have a single stack. He's put on the sides where all the rest of them are. But that's fine. Nuclear power is still struggling from not having enough mines. Damn. And that is purely an iron supply issue, right? Hang on, no, you're on it, Flag. You're not. And that is an iron supply issue. Okay. Could we Maybe we could steal some of this iron. Difficult to get it up here. Is the problem. We could take like. That should be yellow. There's no reason it needs to be red. And we can do that. Then we can turn that. Still not that helpful. Change this out for a red belt. Get it to there. What are we doing? This guy. Put a splitter in here. Ah, no. Red? Red reaches? Red reaches. Yeah. So that's where that's going to end. And we'll just put a belt there. In fact, we'll cut that off. That can just back up there, and we'll have this guy just take from there. Because the other two belts are backed up. It looks like they're not doing too bad. Maybe these guys are. I don't know. Must have been when I saw it earlier, just because I'd taken a load of gears. That should shore up our production. These are produced every 2 seconds. So we should be getting 1 a second from these, which should supply these fine. Hopefully. Doesn't look like they're dropping out. Lights are staying green. Good. Look at these guys. They're all running. That copper supply is actually caused it to back up. Maybe we're not drawing as much. Maybe that's just enough to make it start backing up. So I think there's a very fine line between not having enough and having too much. It's a infinitesimally small line, I suppose. If you have, 1.01, if you had 1% more production than you need, eventually it will start backing up on the belt. But if you have 1% less production than you need, the machines aren't running. Not full, not all the time. So, getting it perfect. This has just tipped it slightly over the top, which has allowed both sides to start filling up. And yeah, I just think it's actually this is side loading, so this is overtaking it, but this is backing up because actually there is it must have been just below enough coming in, and the extra is just getting blocked. Occasionally a few are going in, but not as fast as we're producing them that way. So that's good. It works. I mean, these guys are running. Everything's running. Good. Okay, road reports is what we were doing. We have a load of flashing yellow lights over here. We define somewhere, preferably kind of low. I don't think we're going to find it. That's probably the best location, but there's belts in the way, which I don't think are movable. I can't think of a way to move them. I can't think of a sensible way to move them. Move the red belt. Just need production science, but we don't really need it. Better batteries could be good. If we got the better armor, we haven't got laser turrets. Get laser turrets, Christ. I can move the red belt, but then the copper would still not be getting through. I don't see any way to put it in there. Not that's worth thinking about. If you put it in here, it completely blocks that one from having copper access, but that is fixable. So that we can do. We do that. Oh no, we can't do that. Damn it. This is our main. Oh, damn it! You can't get any copper into this one if you put it there, and if you put it one to the left, it will connect. Put it down. Put it there. There's nowhere to put it. It's got to go in here somewhere. Which won't be able to reach into this top stuff, so it's actually going to have to go on the top side. Or just plop it in here in this hole. Somehow. Could have just moved the chest, but oh well. Moving the belt's easier. It's not, because I would have used those eventually. That can sit there, which is kind of close, but yeah, whatever. You put it there. Is that covering everything? No, these guys aren't covered. So do some more. Let's go grab some. Grab gears. As unlikely as that might be. Why aren't you getting rid of anything in my inventory? I don't want all this iron. Take it away. Put it in these things. And is even distribution broken or something? No. Very odd. Okay, now I do want some iron. Throw it all away. Couple of stacks. Right, where are we making these robots? Down here somewhere. This mess that you can't go through. At least it's done, so yeah, these guys might as well go down the tree towards power armor 3. 2. Unless there's something more useful. Ooh, we do grenade damage. That's more useful. We need 2 or 3 tiers of that to kill the trees in one hit. It's something we definitely need to do. Oh, we can't do this bit. Let's go through this bit. Then up here, the reports are being made. Because I suppose really we should try and fill in the gaps in the coverage so when we're running through there are lots that just turn around and piss off. So we throw one in here. Throw it in. I don't have too much overlap either, that's the problem. This would need to be there. Go there. Power pole. Have a power pole. Next one. There's 2. There's one in here somewhere. It's got to be on that line. But it can totally be there. Kind of. The steel becomes a problem. It's not really using very much steel, so we could probably use just half the belt. What we'll do is we will expand this out as far as it can. We'll pick up all that, and then we'll throw a robot in the middle. And a power bolt. Good. Okay, what's the coverage like now? Coverage in the factory is pretty good. It's just the bit we can't walk through that is not covered. And we can't walk through it, so it doesn't matter. Well, kind of does, but Okay. So now we can build some robots. With the pit we can't walk through. Which I got stuck on again. Come on. Go through. Okay, the bit we can't walk through that the robots are made right next to the other side of where I already was. But okay. Yeah, let's take both. Let's make 50 of those, 50 of those. We can actually put 50 in straight away. Oh, he's got to go pick up something. He's got no storage chest, he's going to sit there forever. Build some storage chests somewhere nearby all the other ports. So I'm guessing he's gone off to build, pick up the mine. Yeah, there he is. Idiot. Sitting there. But anyway. We'll throw down a storage chest by every river port. I should do. Needs to be built. Come on. Storage chest. One there. Come and get all the ore off me now. Where's another robot? Another robot here, so you can have a storage chest. Why am I running about to do this? I'll just do it on the map. Storage chest. Storage chest. You've got one. Where else are there? Storage chest. Storage chest. There we go. Put the storage chest in storage. We don't actually have logistics delivery slots. Only trash slots. So admit that's not actually that useful. Okay, we've got a decent-ish factory going. Only half our science can access purple science packs. Don't think there's much of any way we could change that either, though. That's the problem. Well, we'll have to live with it. All the more reason for us to actually build a proper base. So how are we going to do that was the question. Where are we going to start? I think, that is interesting. There's not a huge amount of, there's a lot of copper, which is actually what we're going to run out of next, which is good. Bit of iron, a little bit there we can probably get over to. These patches are actually pretty decent. So maybe we'll move over here and start a new base off in this direction, off here. We do like columns of iron smelting with the railway at the top. I was seeing someone else's map and they were doing the train in the middle, which oh Christ, yawning. Yeah, they were doing the rail in the middle, which was interesting because my rail system up here, the one we're going to have, I'm still going to go with this. Actually, let's get in the train, let's go and build it. And also, as point, there's a problem with signalling. Fuel. Yeah, let's see the signals are all red. There's no train on the track. There's this one, which... Oh, it's because I'm on the track now. Not a bit. If we look at the iron one, that's oil. Iron one, here we go. No signals. So whenever the iron one's out here, He doesn't do anything. He can't. None of the other trains can move. It's normally not too long before he comes back, but ideally, we do not want that happening. Really, I should put things on each side. Why did we go all the way out here? There must have been a reason. Is there something good out here? Huh. That's a big old bloody iron patch here that I haven't got. There's some decent resources over there. Pretty interesting. Let's back it up. Find a space where we've got some clear ground on the north side. Go through the idea for the train network. It's a bit too small. Do we have anywhere with a large amount of open space on the north side? No, not really. This will do. It's the idea. So we get rid of a few of these things, like these rocks. The idea is that we have break-offs from here. That would be a station. And then going the other way, maybe another track. Yeah. Like that. And the idea is trains will be on these outer two tracks, going back and forth, doing whatever they're doing. And the train wants to stop at a station, it pulls in, it stops, all these signals and stations and all that rubbish. And it can sit here, unload, out of the way of the rail. So when it wants to leave, go that way, or to keep going that way, which is unlikely. To be honest, the majority are going to come in and they're going to want to leave. They'll come in from this side, and they're going to want to go back where they came, which will mean they'll go like this. There's a train on the other end. One problem I didn't think about that, it depends how many trains we have. If we have a train per station, it's not an issue. But if we have a situation where we end up with more trains per station, or we want to have trains able to go to any station they're required at, so like these ore trains, to be able to stop at like multiple drop-off points for ore, then we'll need... What will happen is if there's a load of trains sitting like full at an outpost, say, and they want to come to a station, as soon as a station says, "Oh, I need stuff," they'll all leave, and they'll all try and go to the station. So what we need to do is probably just those stations. I don't think the other stations, because the issue will be that you'll have a train here waiting, unloading, and you'll have another train come along and just stop here, and then block the whole rest of the network. So we need to have like this, but this will be an in. That won't be there at all. Neither will this. No, this one won't be here either. Right, yeah, this is better. I hadn't quite worked out how I was going to do this. I was going to use signals, but that rail is pointless. So there'll be a train will be able to come in here, wait to load into the station. It doesn't even matter if there's another train coming the other way, because that train will be sitting over here, waiting to come in. Let's actually try out the grenades. Can we one-shot trees? No, so we need the next level, please. Next level is required. So yeah, and then this one will go down like this, and we'll get a grenade and actually clear these guys out. These screw trees. Yeah, like that. This won't be here. So a train can be sitting here, unloading, going either way. Going to be leaving either way, it could be coming in either way. And then another train can be sitting here waiting, and another train can be sitting here waiting to go in to unload. And they can both leave the same way they came. If they want, or they go a different way. That could work. I think the thing I want to do though is basically, because this station, once it's full, will shut down and turn off, and this train, I believe, will just sit here. It won't go into this station unless it wants to leave. So maybe we could do that. Do like that, so the train could get back onto the rails. It kind of needs to be able to go either way though. So we need like a train like this. Like that. Because then this station, once the train arrives, could shut down. And then if another station is active, the train should reroute itself. So we shouldn't actually get a build up here. But I think that's probably got a danger of trains just stopping on the main line. Interesting. I think it'd be fine if we have just a large amount of storage at the stations, and the stations call trains when they're running really low. I think we'll be okay. Yeah. So let's make an actual station. What do we need? We'll need a station. We'll need 2 stations. Yes, because trains can be coming from either direction. We'll need power poles, which we should have, and chests that we should have. And we ideally want to line it up with this power network. I'm actually saying that. We probably want the power network to run through the middle. Maybe. You have a dual one, but that seems kind of pointless. I'm not sure. That was silly. Well, the gun turrets will run without power. Yeah, we can't go up, we have to go down. I'm trying to bypass line while we're messing around. Get rid of this, because this guy needs to run. And this guy needs to run that like that as well, so get rid of this guy. There you go. So we'd want... We've got plenty of space here, so let's just plop a station down. Okay, which means the inserters will be like this. Somehow I still have inserters. Okay. Not complaining. Chests. So yeah, they're going to be 2 wagon trains. 1, 2, 1 setups. Yeah, that's good. Alright, cool. Lights, obviously. Can't not have lights. And then there's just enough space to be able to get the onto a belt. Yeah, we don't need that. We don't need level 4. That should be unnecessary. What could we get? Logistics robot. Yeah, logistics. Who wants not logistics? I thought it was yellow belt or red belt or what, but let's just do it with yellow belt for the moment. Actually, what we can do is we can bring it down both outsides, like so. Jump it over the rails. Apple. Okay, get rid of this. A bit more of this. We've got a station. We do. Where's this station have to be to line up? It doesn't. Ugh, really? That's annoying. What? Why don't you line up? It's an odd. It's an even number, isn't it? It's an odd number. It would line up. Put it out this way. Oh, so trains have to be 131s. That's doable. Not a problem. Okay. Well, that's a problem we'll have to solve in the next episode. So thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.